Good evening and welcome. A party barely 3 months old just held its first national convention in Abuja. And what happened inside that hall is already being described by political observers as one of the most unusual political moments Nigeria has seen in years. Tonight, we break it down. The Nigerian Democratic Congress, the NDC, held its maiden national convention in Abuja on Saturday. The event brought together party delegates, political figures, and supporters from across the country's 6 geopolitical zones. What made the convention stand out was not just its organization, it was its tone. In a country where new political parties routinely spend their first month fighting court battles and managing internal crises, the NDC arrived at its first national convention with a different story to tell. According to the party's national leader, Senator Seriake Dickson, the NDC currently has no factional disputes, no pending court cases, and no competing leadership structures. In Nigerian party politics, that alone is a remarkable claim, and the party is already using it as part of its early public identity. At the center of Saturday's proceedings was Senator Dickson's keynote address, which anchored the NDC's emergence on 3 clear pillars.
Political party in the history of our country has enjoyed this level of acceptance, enthusiasm, and trust from all Nigerians within such a short period of time as the NDC has received.
First, the survival of multi-party democracy in Nigeria. Second, the rejection of political intimidation. And third, the creation of a stable, enduring ideological platform for Nigerian politics. Dickson was direct in his warning, stating that Nigeria cannot and must not become a one-party state. He framed the NDC not as just another political party entering the field, but as a constitutional response to what he called democratic stress in the country. His most striking claim was one of permanence. He told delegates that the NDC is designed to outlive its founders, positioning the party in the language of political institutions rather than electoral coalitions. It was a deliberate message, and the hall received it clearly.
Needs a strong party in government, as well as a strong party or strong parties in opposition.
One of the most consequential outcomes of Saturday's convention was a formal zoning decision. The NDC announced that its 2027 presidential ticket will be zoned to southern Nigeria.
I support the decision to zone the presidential ticket of the NDC to the south. So that it allows the region to complete its turn in producing national leadership.
With an automatic rotation to the north, scheduled for 2031. Political analysts say this move is significant for 2 reasons. It immediately signals to southern political interests that the NDC offers a credible presidential pathway ahead of 2027. And by building the rotation into the party's founding structure, rather than negotiating it under electoral pressure, the NDC is attempting to eliminate one of the most common sources of opposition, party collapse, before it ever becomes a problem. In a political environment where zoning disputes have historically divided major parties, including the PDP, this early structural decision is being watched closely. Tonight's question for Nigeria's political observers is a straightforward one. Can the NDC sustain what it started on Saturday? The maiden convention projected discipline, national spread, and elite alignment. It delivered a zoning formula, a clear ideological message, and the visible support of credible national figures. For a 3-month-old party, that is an extraordinary early performance. But Nigerian politics is unforgiving. The real test will come when electoral pressures mount, when money enters the room, and when the hard negotiations of candidate selection and alliance building begin. Every opposition party that has entered a pre-election season looking strong has faced that test. Most have failed it. What the NDC has done, and what Saturday made clear, is that it is at least attempting something different.
Who think we will not have free and fair election in 2027, let them rethink now.
Convenience, not a temporary vehicle for one candidate's ambition, but, in the words of his own national leader, a party built to outlive all of them. Whether Nigeria's voters ultimately agree will be answered at the ballot box. This is your political news update. Stay with us for more coverage as the 2027 season develops. If this report was useful to you,